and we're into the action. We haven't quite started just yet, but we will be momentarily. We have 9 players on the server, and I believe the 10th's actually in spectate right now. Oh, it's actually on the side, but it's bugging because we also have Bot Joe for some reason. Not sure why, but there you go. More metal. I will put music on, guys, in between maps. But as soon as I hit that intro, I'm going to be live. Oh yeah, the stream quality should be absolutely fine right now. Because it's FPS laggy when I'm alt-tabbed, basically. Indeed, MOI, it's actually happening. Welcome back, Mr. Caster. Thank you very much. Zalin? Is the one supposed to be an I? I'm sorry. I'm kind of trash with this stuff. Bot Joe MVP, let's go. I'll cast the Bot Joe. Alrighty, so I think we're about to jump live for the knife round here, ladies and gents. Winner of this, I would expect, is going to be picking the CT side. This is Nuke, after all. One of the reasons why it was taken out of some tournaments is because it was kind of viewed upon as being too CT-sided and a bit dull to watch. I'm personally not a fan of this map. I don't mind admitting that. I'm very honest and to the point in my casts. If I see something that I don't agree with, then I'll say it. I'm not a huge fan of Nuke, but let's see if they can prove me wrong here. Let's see if we can get a really entertaining game out. This was Flipside's choice. They are a pretty solid team on Nuke, so it's not hugely surprising. I would expect them to pick this map up. And for those of you that are asking me consistently, like, what's the deal with 2 best of 1s? How does that make sense? It's because this is for the GOCL League. And both of these matches do count as points in that league table. So that's the reason for 2 best of 1s. Hope that answers some of the queries. So these both count as match wins. You can bet on these games individually speaking. Leggy, you're not. Oh, okay, he doesn't. You deserve more subs and followers. Thank you very much, Official Duck. Oh, I didn't see your name properly. I'm sorry. It was Official Duck something. I'd give you a hug through my computer if I could, but I'd just end up face planting the monitor, and no one really wants to do that. So, I'm sorry. You guys are ridiculous, but I love it. I love it. I love being as interactive with you as possible. So if you have questions, fire them across. If I don't get a chance to answer them, it's because I'm in the thick of the action. But in slower, steady rounds and eco rounds, stuff like that, when I normally pass to a second caster, I will kind of use you as my crutch. Maybe saying use you is the wrong phrase. Yo, Dextraz, love from Norway. Awesome. I've always wanted to go to Norway, but I've never actually been. It's the one Scandinavian country that I haven't visited, and it's one that I definitely like to do. It's on my bucket list for sure. Thanks, Spider Scythe. I've heard that Norway is absolutely beautiful, so definitely one day I'll make my way across the North Sea. What team do I like more from these 2 teams? I don't like teams. I like players, and I like enjoyable Counter-Strike, which sounds like I'm sitting on the fence, but honestly, as long as the match is enjoyable, I really don't care who wins. That is just true. Facts right there. Here we go. Miles going to be pushing through radio into ramp, and this is a fairly standard strat that a lot of teams will do because it's difficult to really lock down when you've only got pistols. But Flipside do come out ahead of this one. Look at Marklov's position, just switched across to him to see him get a couple of frags there. All hell has broken loose on the B site. It's a 3-on-4. And mousesports, although they are a player behind, well, now they're 2 players behind. I was going to say they've got a chance here, but it's just gone terribly, terribly wrong. They started off well and finished quite poorly for them. And that's going to be the 1-0. I'll tell you my crosshair after the casted streams are done and I do my personal stream. I'm going to jump right into a personal stream right after this on this channel. This is my personal stream after all. I also happen to do casts here on top of that, so I'll give you a shout. That love from Australia, awesome, man. Thanks, Scoop. That's great. It's awesome to see that there's people across the globe watching these games. It really does humble me. Really appreciate it, guys. All of you that are tuning in, it's awesome. Flipside picked Nuke, route place. My favourite player right now is Snacks, but let's jump into this game, into this round, which is a full eco from Mouse. They didn't go ahead and get any Kevlar or grenades or any of that shady business. UMP was picked up from the corpse of World Edit, and they're going to be looking to boost on top of the roof here and trying to get towards the Heaven area. But there is Marklov actually just lurking in the side. He gets himself one with the Mag 7. He's looking for a second, and he does get it. Cheers, lemons. We have polar bears walking in the streets. I'm told by a lot of people that I'm basically like a bear. I hate the hot weather, I love cold weather, so I should really just go live in Norway, right? I've heard it's ridiculously expensive. And after living in Finland, I can definitely attest to the fact that Scandinavia is pretty brutal from an Englishman's perspective. Things are so much cheaper over here than they are in Scandinavia. God B. Gonna be jumping on top of the silo. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Actually falls down from silo, takes quite a bit of chunk of damage there. He should be shot down in the back. No one's a player in main, but he's managed to snake his way in. He's not able to make the most of that position. And Chris J, I thought maybe going to get the upper hand on Bondic, but he also gets dropped. So 2-on-4. Legia in radio room, peering through smoke. And the deadlock is certainly falling into place here for mousesports. They aren't really able to make a move, and it's one of the reasons why so many players, myself included, really hate T-side of this map, because at times it honestly does feel like you're just trapped. It just feels like there's not much that you can do. The quality's not good, bro, sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way, Kenzo. I mean, I try my best to make the stream as good as possible, but my computer's not fantastic, so I apologise for that. At some point, if the stream starts to grow to a point where I can actually invest in a new graphics card and a new PC, then I'll do just that, because I want to make this as good as possible, but I do apologise if some of you are having issues with the quality. That's not my intention. Thanks, Siren. Pod 4 were the days, bro. Pod 4 were the days. Here we go. First buy-up round from mousesports. Flashbang through here, popping through. Is Leggy going to be able to pick up the frag onto Markelov? As a result of this, he has the Mag 7, so in a very close-knit confrontation, Markelov could certainly pull this off, and he does just that. Pulls the trigger, and then blasts Legia on the chest, and that's going to be all she wrote for him. And suddenly mousesports find themselves with only 2 players to go, and it's looking ominous. It's looking like it's going to be a rinse and repeat of the previous rounds. Will Let It has just had his life ended. Sorry, he ends the life of God B. Got that the wrong way around. Tabson. There we go, onto Simple. Get themselves a frag finally. Will Let It is spraying across, and now he's going to have some cavalry charging in the form. I think that may have been Bondic that ran in, but Will Let It actually got the frag from outside Catwalk. Here is the proceedings right off the bat. Markelov 5-0 and 1. And we've got 2 players that are on for the Bond. Oh, we're going to hear that famous theme song ringing out here for Legia and Chris J. Both 004 at this point. I'm sure they will get kills in turn. This isn't the easiest of maps to pick up frags on T-side, especially on pistol rounds, but let's take it on board with Tabson, who does have a pistol himself. Probably should have done better, really. He'd be quite disappointed in himself that he didn't get that frag onto Simple, because he definitely had the upper hand for a good 3 or 4 shots. And with the P250, you should be converting them. Nice headshot from Tabson. He's still lurking outside. Nico with a pretty nice dig, and suddenly it's a 2-on-2, suddenly it's a 2-on-1. I think they actually had a player drop from Flipside, which is so unfortunate for them. It could prove to be a huge, huge body blow to them as well. Fifth player has just reconnected just in time for Markelov to get that frag. That's a 1-on-1. Tabson has himself an AWP. This is not necessarily the greatest weapon to have for this position. Oh, he just sees it move past twice. And he doesn't take the shot. He doesn't give his position away, so it's not the end of the round just yet. It's not the worst thing in the world, but if he misses this, which he doesn't, he could have really, really started beating himself up over that, and did manage to get in with the P250 in the end. Greetings from Romania. Thank you very much. Greetings from England. Looks like it's going to be an outside push. So that was a big round for mousesports. Any round on T-side, honestly, is a huge bonus. And Simple with the double AWP shots that is going to be shutting down the outside push. However, Nico, lots of confidence, decides to go and peek that as well. Says whatever my teammates couldn't pull off, I can, and that's not going to be the case. He also gets taken down the exact same way. Legia elsewhere on the map also fell, so it's all on God B. Markov turns around. What is happening right now? If I was a betting man, I would have just lost my house. Because I would be thinking God B has got that in the bag. Markov had his back turned to him. Really? Those of you asking me to switch over to Flipside and have a look from their perspective, there you go. I typically just watch the T side because it gives me more indication of where the action is probably going to happen. But I'll have a quick look at the CTs and from their perspective this round for you guys that are asking. It is an eco round after all, so probably not going to see anything too crazy happening here. Looks like they're playing passive on the Ts. So the setup right now seems to be that we'll let it. Markov are both in ramp. Bondik is in blue. Blade on secret. Who I'm going to stick on with him actually because he's probably going to get some frags. There we go, spraying through the smoke. Gets himself one. Not able to get the second. And then Simple was the player on, I believe it was towards Heaven with Yorp. But he obviously had to drop as ramp suddenly came in. Gets fragged as he tries to go up to Heaven. Pretty big round right now from the Ts. And remember, this was an eco round as well, so this is going to be doubly painful for the CTs if they were to lose this one. Bondik is saying, not just yet, not on my watch, son. He picks up the frag onto Chris J. God B, Tabs and Legia, all moving themselves towards B site. Let's have a look from their perspective as Legia gets the headshot onto Blade. And now Bondik drops down into vents to find himself under attack from a P250, and it's Legia. We'll get the second round for mousesports, and I even said at the start there, it's an eco. You're expecting the CTs to lock that easily. Have that round in the back pocket and to walk away with it, but definitely not the case. And now mousesports actually breathing a heavy sigh of relief as they pick up their second round. Hey, car up. Greetings from Sweden. Awesome. Plenty of action. Simple did just actually peek outside there. Apologies, I switched to that just a bit too late. Get himself that kill. Legia looking through the blue hut. Trying to see if he can get himself a free pick off, but the CT's a bit too smart on this occasion. Simple is still outside with the AWP. He misses that shot onto Tabson. It did peek out from Garage and really should have landed that. And instead, he will be backing away. It was pretty much a free shot on Tabson. I think he just rushed it. This is a best of one, those of you that are asking. World Edit misses an AWP shot as well from Heaven. He finally gets the kill after pulling out his USP. There's a lot of AWP shots going amiss right now. And although they are still managing to win rounds, these could start to mount up against them if that continues. One planted from God B. Simple's now moved his way into Heaven with the AWP. He's making a bit of noise, and God B gets taken down. Last player is Tabson. He's outside, and he's about to find himself a very angry Blade who takes him out with ease. That's going to be the defuse. 6-2. I'm going to explain for the last time here, guys. So if you've just joined and you're wondering what the hell's going on, there's two best of one matches here that are on CSGO Lounge. So you've probably bet on a best of one. It's not a best of two, it's not a best of three, they're best of one. So each map is separate. You bet on them separately. First map is Nuke, second map is Mirage. That is the state of play right now. It's the last time I'm going to say it. Thanks, Nerdymania, for actually typing that as well in chat. So, hope that saves some confusion for you guys watching right now. First is Nuke, second's Mirage. Flipside pick Nuke, and of course mousesports pick Mirage. Almost an identical setup for the Ts, and that's what you're really expecting. A Simple, once again, with that AWP, is going to just rain outside. There's loads of smokes there. I can barely see anything from his perspective. That beautiful Dragon Lore AWP skin that he's got. He's going to get pushed from Nico, and he misses that shot. And Chris J does oblige and kind with the AWP shot of his own. Simple very nearly gets dropped himself. He's down to 8 HP in Garage. Will Edit with the AWP, so it's been pretty much a battle of the AWPs thus far. That's a nice shot from Simple. Onto Tabson as he tries to jump across of main. And another shot there onto Nico. Second time of asking on him. And that's going to leave Legia in a 1 versus 4. Two players are tagged down. Simple's on 8. Will Edit's on 9. Legia does have that bomb and 40 seconds to play with. There's nobody above him in heaven, so if he does move into that position, he's going to get a lot of information. Could even... Oh, World Edit was waiting. In catwalk. I was going to say, if you can get up towards heaven safely and try and make a play from there, it's definitely doable, but World Edit is having none of it. Of course, mousesports recently in the ESEA LAN came fourth. They got knocked out in the lower brackets by Fnatic 2-0 and put on a really good performance there. Knocked out both the American teams of CLG and Cloud9, if memory serves me correctly. So these guys are no mugs. These guys are a solid, solid team. I'm honestly just surprised that Nuke slipped through the banning process. Very, very surprised. Simple's picked himself up too. Outside. I will indeed show you the leaderboard after this round finishes, guys. There's Markelov with one of his own. And World Edit adds himself onto the kitty. Legia is actually going to push through there and does get the kill and the AWP as well with the CZ. No, he doesn't get the second kill. I thought he had a chance. But not to be. Here's the scoreboard for you. Simple, 14-5. Top fragging by quite a considerable margin for Flipside. 9 frags onto Blade. And then Bondic at the bottom there with 7. So everyone's pulling their weight. No one's underperforming here. It is CT side though, so this is to be expected. On Mouse, you've got Legia on 6 for 9. Chris J on 2 for 10. Nico 3 for 10 to round up the bottom half. Simple's mainly been playing outside. This time around though, it's going to be World Edit and Simple's peeking through blue, which suggests that the spawn was good for him to do just that. A lot of spray from the T's, trying to get any small advantage they can, but as you can see from the HP of all the CTs, they're all on 100%, so that spray has been for absolutely nothing. And as some of you guys are saying in chat, this is heavily CT-sided. Absolutely agree. If mousesports can pick up 4 rounds, I think they'll actually be pretty happy with that. They're already halfway there. Nico very nearly catches Markelov off guard, who manages to just throw the Molotov by his feet and then dart away. He's down to 61 HP, but in a hot pursuit from Legia. Markelov very nearly gets the frag there on low HP, but there's Legia with a headshot onto Simple as he peeks down from vents. Now Markelov lines them up. He gets himself one. While on life support, it's the second gust of wind underneath his sails. And now Flipside, in the form of Blade R, do come back and get themselves a kill. But God B silences him. That will leave mousesports in a 2-on-3 with 15 seconds to play with. And Gob's just been picked up, so that's going to be the round to CTs, especially so considering that Bondic got that final kill. I thought that Chris J may try and just save himself the weapon. But, no. He got caught. And he got put down. Guys, it's not necessarily accurate to say first map, because this isn't a best of 2. It's 2 best of 1s. It is the first map between these teams tonight, but they're both league matches and both separate. Completely separate in terms of betting. Forced buy up from mousesports. Chris J trying to jump up there with the scout, see if he can pick someone off. He may find a Simple... Ooh, Simple very nearly landed that shot. But meanwhile, it's World Edit and Markelov. They'll both get themselves one. Simple peeks around the corner, gets himself one and a second. That second shot was beautiful. Flick to the forehead of Tabson. Good night. And now Nico with the Tech 9. Just hiding. Just chilling out. Gone for a smoke break. See if we can get a couple kills here in this precarious position. You can hear movements to his right hand side. That's World Edit with the AWP. And to his left hand side, he's about to get pushed. He's made some noise, so he's given his position away. That Tech 9 spray! Oh, I thought he was going to get 2, which would have been a really solid play from Nico from that position. Wasn't to be. Yo, mods, if people are spamming, please time them out or ban them. If it's getting to a point where it's really terrible, then feel free to do just that. Thanks, Oscar. Don't be overboard, but if someone's just being stupid, then please time them out. It just makes everybody happy. Thanks a lot. Anyway, into the 13th round. Again, the spray's coming through, and again, it's going to do negligible damage to Blade. I mean, 22 is not necessarily negligible, but it's not going to put him off staying in Heaven area. Nico is desperately trying to get himself a headshot through the wall, but it's not going to happen. Jumps onto Silo. Simple lands the shot there onto Chris J outside. Smoke up and over towards Garage. That's going to try and isolate Simple from sniping any more terrorists out of this round. Simple's taken a very aggressive position though, and you can see that Mouse don't realise this. You can see they have no idea the Juggernaut that faces off against them, and Simple is just putting on a clinical performance on how to watch Garage with an AWP. This is sensational play from him. Unbelievable. Got B with a couple nice plays, but now Will Edit's going to say whatever Simple can do, I can do just as well. And gets himself 2. So were all those frags in that round from AWPs? Yes, they were. Simple with 3. Will Edit with 2. The full house of frags. Easy as you like. Simple now moves on 20 for 6 in the 14th round. He is going huge. Will Edit is on 12 and 4. It's still a very respectable scoreline. Let's take it on board with that man Simple, as he's going to peek outside. And the problem is that when the player's doing this well on outside with the AWP, you're scared to even face off against him. They tried smoking him, didn't matter. He was still just pushing in and getting frags. So you can see that Mouse are like, yeah, guys, we can't go outside. If we go outside, there's nearly certain death facing off against us. And Chris J is going to try, but a Tech 9 versus AWP, I don't really like his chances there. So Mouse are probably going to have to funnel in and try and make more plays through ramp or A. Neither of which are very appealing options. Flashes outside, but actually that was derped, I think, from Chris J. Ends up flashing himself, and Simple's pushed aggressively once again. But this time it's in secret, so he's constantly keeping his positions differently. Differently placed, I should say, and unpredictable. Now we go from secret. He gets rewarded with that first frag onto Nico. And now manoeuvring his way into main. So with 2 players drop very soon in the half. This is looking like a very much a difficult play to make. Chris J got himself 2, but again, you know, yeah, you got the kill on Simple, but there's just strength in numbers from the CT side. And Flipside from Heaven just line him up and knock him down. It's 12-2. This is a pretty huge round for mousesports. I mean, I said before that 11-4 would be a pretty decent scoreline. 12-3 would be okay, I guess. That's just the state of nuke. It looks incredibly one-sided when you look at 12-3, but honestly, it's nuke. You never quite know what's going to happen. Oh, Simple. When he gets into positions like that, you can pretty much guarantee what's going to happen. That's death and destruction for the T side. I've lost another one. This has got 13-2 written all over it right now. Simple. Oh, he gets taken out from Tabson. Nice shot from him. Bondic now going to be pushing into main. We'll be getting this kill from behind surely. There we go. And that's going to wrap up the first half, 13-2. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of nuke. Not a huge fan. What do you guys think? I'll be interested to see what you guys have to say in chat. Nuke, yay or nay? Yeah, it really is CT-sided. The glitched mob, I agree. Seems pretty split. Seems pretty split. Okay, now I'm seeing a lot of nays coming through. It seems it's mainly people saying no, but there are quite a few of you saying yes as well, so it's not completely hated. Meanwhile, as we're talking Flipside on the pistol round, I'm going to be going to work once again. Maybe there's an air of mousesports just giving up on this map. I'm just saying, okay, let's put our sights towards the next one, which is going to be Mirage. A very simple pistol round in the end. 14-2 already. They're going to be buying up, of course. They've gone for 4 Well, I was about to say 4 SMGs, but it's actually 3 SMGs and a CZ that kind of caught me off guard there for a second, and 2 AK-47s. So it is going to be a force buy, of course, from mousesports, because they desperately need to make sure that 15th round doesn't come in for Flipside. It'll almost be a bridge too far for them. That's a nice shot from Chris J to the forehead of Simple, and now the CTs locking down every single angle right now. This is good play from mousesports. It's a beautiful headshot from Nico with the 5.7. Now Markolov with it all to do. That's pretty poor spray. Yes, he got the kill, but he lost 85% of his HP in the result, and that's going to make it very easy for Pistols to clean him up. Okay, I'm always interested to see what chat feels. You get a pretty fair representation, I think, of players here, because of course all of you, well, pretty much all of you are going to be CSGO players yourselves. I understand some people that are saying that you like Nuke because it forces the T's to come up with new strats and to try, you know, interesting plays. I can understand that perspective, but I still feel that it's way too CT-sided for it to be an entertaining match. Oh my goodness, Chris J. This guy's a beast with a scout. And indeed Merc as well, of course. Simple with the Deagle, looking for the Juan Dig, but Nico going to say not today. And the CT is getting this on lock. Or are they? Markolov gets the P250 kill. And now Bondic just runs out with the Tech 9 and sprays down Chris J. It's a 2-1-3. Bondic to his left-hand side lays Nico, and he gets the headshot on him as well. And he's going to be able to pick up that scout. And of course, World Edit is a pretty solid AWPer. And it's pretty handy with the scout as well. Are they going to trade weapons? It's a bit too dangerous, perhaps, especially as God B is snaking his way around. He gets picked up. Both of the T's are sub 10 HP. 17 hit points between the two of them. Legia with an MP7, full HP, 2 flashbangs, and 30 seconds to try and defend the onslaught. And fend it off. World Edit on main. Bondic coming through on to heaven, and the bomb has been dropped, and long range the MP7 should come out ahead here, and Legia gets the 1v2 clutch. But that was an expensive round for mousesports. That was a very expensive round, and when you're this far behind, you still have 10 rounds to catch up on. Winning a round with one person left probably still isn't good enough. It's a start, don't get me wrong, but is it good enough? They can't afford to make these mistakes again. They've pushed through a blue hut. Here's going to be an effect. There is Simple. Oh, he gets himself 2 with a P250. And add that to Bondic's previous pistol kill. And that equates to pretty nasty times. And I think we do have a freeze here. Again. Not too sure what's happening. I apologise for this, guys. I'm going to quickly alt-tab and have a quick look at what Skype is saying. And that's nothing, so you're just going to have to bear with me for a second. This isn't the stream, guys. Yeah, this happened last map as well. I'm going to take a quick drink. Tactical pause. I think GoTV's been having a couple of issues this evening. I'm not entirely sure, though. Or at least my connection has been. What's up, Lemons? This allows me to chat with you while we wait, because last time I think it was on Cobblestone, we had like some really bad pauses, and it maybe 20-30 seconds later it started again. So don't panic too much just yet, guys. From this position, though, can I actually switch between players? No. Nope, I can't. Yo, dude, don't bite my head off. There's nothing I can do about this. This is not under my control. Just trying to get confirmation from our admins as to what exactly just happened there. If Flipside won the game or what. Okay, Flipside did win the game. I didn't get DDoS, guys. There's nothing on my end. Flipside won the game, and I think there was a fault with the server or something happened. I have no idea. So Flipside won 16-4 in the end. All of the streams have got the same issue. And that means, of course, we'll be jumping across to Mirage very shortly. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put it back to a quick break. Please turn off your ad block because the ads do directly support the stream. So if you've enjoyed this stream, guys, apologies for the technical difficulties at the end. They were completely out of my control. I'd really appreciate it. Hit the follow button if you're enjoying the stream as well. And I'll see you just in a few minutes. So your winners. Flipside, 16-4. Okay, let's switch it across to that. I'm going to put some more music on.